Andy Burnham. We're all going to be sick to death of the sight of Andy Burnham over the next few weeks. Hopefully that's all it'll be, and he'll go back to be Mayor of Greater Manchester, actually finish his term, and we won't have to suffer his rampant narcissism in high office. Unfortunately, looking at all the polling, it appears that he's got a very good chance of winning the Makerfield by-election. What doesn't help is Rupert Lowe's decision to make this his party's first entry. And, you know, if Restore Britain take enough votes to swing it for Burnham, and Burnham gets back into the Commons, challenges Starmer, wins the leadership, is the Prime Minister, unites the PLP, gives Labour a boost, and there's already hypothetical polling with him as leader, and it shows that Labour have took the lead for the first time in a long time. And, you know, I'm not saying that he would win an election, but we could certainly end up with a hung parliament, and we end up with a nightmare rainbow coalition of Labour, Greens and, I don't know, Lib Dems or something. Terrifying. And if all that happens on the back of, I don't know, if it's a close run thing and there's a few hundred votes in it between Labour and Reform, yeah, people aren't gonna forgive Rupert for that. So it's a bit of a short-sighted move, really. Going to backfire, I think. But yeah, Andy Burnham. I mean, have you seen his campaign material? Andy for us. Not mention the Labour Party on his campaign material. Strange, isn't it? All about Andy. Us. And who are the us? Andy for us? What, the PLP? The MPs that want Starmer out? Don't know who the us is. But certainly not the people. He keeps going on about Makerfield constituency has been neglected for 40 years. Right, 40 years is very specific. Well, the problem with that, Andy, is that Labour were in government for 13 of those years. And not only that, but you were part of that Labour government. Another thing about Burnham, he makes a big deal about him being a local lad, as if he's from the Makerfield constituency. He's not. He was born in Liverpool and he was raised in a village in Cheshire. Nice. And he went to school in Newton-le-Willows, neither of which are in the Makerfield constituency. And if you've seen the video of him, the insufferable video of him reeling off his track list, his favourite songs, every single one, a Manchester artist, the only one that isn't, he's picked a song that has Manchester in the title. I mean, he's not from Manchester either. You get the impression that whoever stood aside for him, whichever Labour MP stood aside for him in the north, Andy Burnham would have been a local lad. So, is he going to look after the Makerfield constituency and the north? Or is he just going to be sucked into the swamp like every other party leader? We know he's a globalist. Got pictures of him. World Economic Forum, young global leader. He's not officially a member of the Fabian Society, but he's heavily linked. He goes to events, makes speeches. So basically, I think it's more of the same, with a bit more charisma, to be fair, because let's be honest, Keir Starmer has got the charisma of a brick. Anyway, I think that's it for today. Ed Miliband's been spraying again overnight. Thanks, Ed. Another knobhead.